Alright everybody, good evening. We are going to sit here and we're going to react to Shane Dawson's most recent video about being an investigator on a very bad piece of history that he decided to go on to. So in his recent videos, I'm just going to recap quickly. It's just a bunch of ridiculousness about bringing up tragedies, bodies that were not respected through burials. It's basically the area where Poltergeist was essentially inspired by. So he was talking a lot about that and a lot of bodies and joking around about it, using copywritten clips from other places probably didn't even get any permission to use. And in this recent video that I will be watching for you guys, so you don't have to watch it, is complete mockery of different creators. I can't speak for all of them, but there is a particular creator that is a friend of mine that was put in his video, and I don't know for factual evidence right now if he gave permission. I will be stating that later on if I can get that and get in contact with him. But yeah, so this is what we're doing tonight. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please check out the link below. This is a non-sponsored, non-anything. This is just my research. It wasn't very hard to find this program. I want you guys to please check out and donate if you can to this organization. It's called the First Nations Development Institute. Here's some information right here. I read through the nonprofit. It doesn't seem anything like remotely inappropriate or whitewashed, essentially, like I would call it. I just felt like since I will probably be bringing up a lot about the massacre, I would like to, provide a link that said creator did not provide for anyone or discuss or even donate while pretty much monetizing over dead bodies. So I'm going to be blunt there. He monetized over dead bodies, and we'll get into that later if we can. So yeah, you can do a one-time or recurring. I'm going to do a one-time after this video. You can also do a fundraiser as well, so that's pretty nice. And then what you basically do is you go by name, keyboard, city, zip, whatever, search by your county. There's a bunch of counties that you can go through. There is different causes: animals, arts, civil rights, community, crime, and legal related diseases, disorders, education, and employment, environment, food, health, housing, human, international, medical, mental health, which cool. I'm really big on mental health. I really hope that's a good program for them. Mutual, excuse me why I butchered this, philanthropy, yes, and other things, and also public, and there's science, so military, youth development. It just kind of covers everything. So yeah, I will be leaving this right here. Once again, it's coloradogives.org, First Nations. Please check it out. Please donate if you can. I would really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure all of these lovely people who work very hard to keep this program going will appreciate it. It is really important to start taking steps into helping natives all over the world. And by this poor example of a YouTuber, I really hope that you guys will understand. So here's this. I wanted to make sure I did some ground rules about this because I cannot continue talking about a serious discussion without showing you guys something that will help, if that makes sense. It is an hour and 16 minutes long, guys. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, while I watch this complete joke and pause, I will be crocheting because I just can't sit here through this absolute horse crap and not do something for myself. Did I only do the first ring? I only did the first ring. So, start of a craft that I'm doing. I'm making these dudes. A finished one is this one right here. So yeah, they're mushroom guys. And we're gonna crochet and react to his crap. There's a lot that I have to probably skip through because watching through a Nabber's clips, because I will tell you guys, I did spoil it for myself. I did watch a Nabber's video, and I did watch a time cap on Swoop's channel. But I wanted to make sure I watched it almost in full, so then I can basically talk real talk about how it is in the spiritual world and how socially it's been kind of laughed upon, and that this is a terrible terrible example. Like, it's one thing to be very curious about the spiritual world. It's one thing to actually try and not be perfect at it. There is no perfection with it. It's literally just curiosity and reaching out to the other side and just learning for yourself. That is what I do. And that is what I preach, that everybody should at least try once in their life. But there's a huge difference between that and making a joke out of it and using indigenous problems and issues and actual deaths in the past as entertainment for you and your platform of 20 million people. So you get my point here. That's my problem. That's why I'm pissed. So let's get into this.
Do people live out here? No, this is like
already starting off absolutely loud and disorienting, and it's very sensory overload for me. Wow. Okay.
What the?
Oh my god, she's working it!
We're gonna see something. I can feel it.
Shane, oh god, please don't say that. Is it too late to back out?
Shane,
What?
do you really think something bad's gonna happen?
Well, I don't want to freak everyone out.
I don't want to freak anybody out for, being the whitest person on earth to go and mess around with a bunch of indigenous people. Like, that hasn't screwed up people's lives before. Oh my god. Disclaimer, do not visit Third Bridge. It is not safe. Ghost hunting aside, it is just not a safe place to go, especially at night. Going anywhere at night, if you're not a white, cis male person, is not safe in general. So this disclaimer didn't even, cover the fact that I don't even know exact this location. Apparently it's a bridge. So I don't know exact location. Anybody local there that might see this video, please let me know so I can put that in the description. Yeah. The part of urban exploring is literally you are not supposed to be trespassing against any signs that clearly say, hey, no trespassing. And even with a place that might be safe and you have essentially allowance from the owners themselves, you still have to be careful. You still have to mask up for any type of debris, mold, asbestos, anything that might be unsafe to your health in general, and bring gloves, bring boots, never wear any street shoes. I don't understand why a lot of these people who go out like this, especially bigger creators that have no idea how it's really like to urban explore and or investigate, what you're supposed to exactly bring. And that's strike number one that really ticks me off, is that he's basically going out here and he's showing all these other younger viewers that he has that it's okay to just walk on out there. Anybody local, yeah, I might have said don't do this, but I'm the one who did it. Just admit that, here's a precaution. Your disclaimer should be a precautionary list of, hey, please don't do this, but if by any chance this happens, here are some safety tips and safety tools you can use. So that's already annoyance number one. We're not even a minute in. Fucking. Here it is. See, I didn't get to see this part. So apparently it's just called Third Bridge in Colorado. All right. What? We had minimal activity for the first hour. Then we run into a group of kids using a Ouija board. Okay, this part right here is laughable. I actually got to see this in a neighbor's video, and we'll talk about this in a second.
My mother's gonna be mad at me. Is her mother gonna be okay if she's late? Dude, you're getting me in trouble.
Lighting up like a Christmas tree.
This is crazy. Can you make it go orange again? You were just right there.
Your K2 is like out of control.
Yeah, all of it is.
Mine's going all the way to red though.
Yeah. And this was sitting here for minutes while we were talking 8 feet away.
Yeah, there was nothing.
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, nothing setting us off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think something's just sitting here.
Are you sitting here with us? It's kind of hard to ask you questions when. If you want to talk to us, you have to stop.
To clarify, none of this is their footage. None of this is their footage. None of the Ouija board, none of the actual, the actual investigating, none of this. Now, overall, going to any place where it comes to mass genocide of anything of minorities, I don't particularly like to do or endorse unless in their video they are going to fully educate you about the history of it. I'll talk about this actually. I wanted to go to Spring Hill. Spring Hill is about people of color who have had bad history in that area of Florida, and that was basically a cemetery for them. And I was going to go in and kindly and respectfully bring offerings, investigate, and talk to them and see if maybe there's anything educational or anything that they would love to say that they really need to say, and come in with peace and light, whatever. And then I was going to sit here on my fanny with all the history I could possibly pull from this actual city of Spring Hill, and I was going to educate and talk to everybody. But because of dumpers and other people that were causing issues in that location, I was not able to actually investigate and do that video. So this is where I stand when it comes to anything. Excuse my leg. This is where I stand when it comes to anything that might actually deal with mass murders or anything that is just dark and not okay.
Stop touching it under the button. Or do you want us to leave? If you want us to leave, make it turn off. And this is weird because it's like something's touching it and then pulling its hand away. So is that a yes? Leave it off for a minute if you want us to leave. Holy shit, guys.
I find this interesting because, again, it's not even like, not only is it not the best moral standing to go to a place where there has been tragedy that big, but also, like, most of these spirits do want to be left alone. They do want to be left alone. If there is a record of public statements from the spirits, let's say, allegedly telling you through communication sessions that they want to be left alone, and they make it clear that it's yes, leave immediately. Just leave them alone. If you can get any type of answer that is yes, leave me alone during your investigation, I'm sorry, but you should respectfully move on. Just my little tidbit there.
I'm sure they can. You just have to pay extra. Mom, are you sure you're okay? She said okay. Okay.
It was sweet.
Can I give you a haircut? No. All right, let's go, people. All right. Okay, I have batteries of both sizes. Grandma can lock the front door. Okay. Okay, and I'll turn off this light. Okay. And
What is this Jolly Goodwill music, bro? You're going to I'm skipping. This is probably just gonna be a bunch of BS.
we're ready.
It got so dark in the short.
I don't know if this is copyrighted music or not. I'm just gonna skip through.
I'm moving on over.
He's gonna get love.
Oh, that's it, Chris.
And then we have to go to Chick-fil-A because I'm hungry. Oh wait.
Wait, you can't go to Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A, really? Really? That was a slip up right there. Did you not see that? Chick-fil-A, really, dude? Aren't you, like, gay? What?
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that.
Cancel.
I got filled. You are?
Whoa, you brought snacks for the guys. Is this it already?
Yeah, there's your mark. Yeah, Morgan lives so close.
It's so dark.
I know.
I feel like Colorado dark is its own kind of dark.
Honestly, it kind of freaks me out. I don't think I've been up here at night.
What was that? Oh my gosh.
The road.
Wait, no, but
You guys
seriously,
are
what
gonna
was
put
that?
me in it, huh?
We should take the demon stick to Third Bridge and see what happens.
Was that a tree? Why is everyone...
The what stick? What did Morgan say? The what stick?
Wait, no, but
You guys
seriously,
are
what
gonna
was
put
that?
me in it, huh?
We should take the demon stick to Third Bridge and see what happens.
Was that a tree?
The demon stick to Third Bridge and see what happens. So you're going to this bridge where it's close to the property of a bunch of, or it is on the property of a bunch of natives that were murdered, and you're going to bring in a supposed demon stick to see what happens. Morgan, must I say more?
Why is
Do you want to see
everyone...
my demon stick?
Everyone's acting so normal.
Yeah. No, Chris, you're not ready for this.
I'm not. I don't think I am.
Yeah, Morgan's house is...
I'm going this way.
I mean, it's gonna be amazing. It's a little scary right now. Well, you'll see.
And I saw this stick and I was like, that's such a weird thing to have in the street.
I found this in my yard.
Don't move for one
It's a
second.
cold stick.
Wait, what is this?
I don't know. I found it in the trees.
A lot of accidents have happened on this bridge since then.
This right here. This right here. This right here. My homeboy Omar is in this video several times. I don't know if he gave permission or not, but it seems like he didn't, because I would have heard about it. I would have heard about it if he gave permission. So this is what I want to talk about as well. Don't let the creators that are reflected into this video, don't let this joke right here tell you what type of person these people are, because not only is he going to be muddying not only Omar's name, because I know this is going to cause a problem, but also all the other people that were featured in this video. I have no references, I have no backing saying that they didn't get permission, but to how it's put here, where is it? Where is it said? Nobody cares about Shane Dawson. Where is it? Special thanks to these featured creators. He kind of put a clip in here somewhere, or one of these videos, saying, oh, I just randomly one night saw all these clips and I put them in here. That's really what was said in one of these videos. I can't remember which one. If I can get a screen cap anywhere, I will try, but he essentially just takes all these different videos, like it's coming up right now, a bunch of videos of people talking about serious things in the area, and he's just putting it in his video, and I'm pretty sure there's a screen cap somewhere in one of the stupid things in the series of him saying that. So yeah, we're gonna skip my homeboy because he don't deserve that.
Many of the tragedies that have happened here are widely reported and well known.
A man even murdered his family on this bridge.
Also, it is said that in 2010, a man was found strangled to death with a bag over his head laid along the
What is this
bottom of the
music?
bridge.
What is this
Tales
music?
tonight about the crash over the weekend that killed 5 teens. They ranged in age from 15.
Do you see what's happening? Do you guys understand this? Like, at least creators like Omar, he literally, like, was very respectful of the people there. I didn't really condone him going to that property at all, and just for the fact that the history cap wasn't actually put in a proper format. But you hear this jolly good freaking music going on, and just a bunch of random events that happened in the area. What does this have to do with where you're going? Where does this have to do? What does this have to do with anything? Are you going to go there and tell them how much, like, are you going to tell these spirits, yo, my condolences, do you have any last words? Are you going to help them cross over? Are you going to do anything for these people that have died in this area on this bridge? Are you doing anything beneficial for them? After putting all of this bullshit on the internet, taking all these tragedies and putting them in your video. Is he going to do that? Let's see. Let's see if he's actually going to do that.
To 19 years old.
Don't you worry, every storm passes on.
I messed up this entire stitching. I can't even focus on crocheting. Wow! All he did was put rest in peace to all the lives on 3rd Bridge. R.I.P. guys, R.I.P. That's all I'm going to do for you while I go and joke about everything that happens that's coming up next. Okay. Okay. Sure.
I know, it's so great.
I mean, it will be good for the video, though.
It has so many. Look at the red mode. Wait. Like demon hunting.
Not even 10 seconds after all those tragedy clips. Not even... You know, the point of editing is to, like, if you're a shitty person like this who constantly jokes about demons, haha demons, at a location based on tragedy and, you know, real deaths, you would be smart enough to at least edit out all these jokes right after showing all the clips, right? Like, let's rewind so I can make sure you guys understand this. All right. Okay. Ready? We're gonna start off here.
15 to 19 years old.
Don't you worry, every storm passes on.
I know, it's so great.
I mean, it will be good for the video. Though.
It has so many. Look at the red mode. Wait. Like demon hunting.
I was a second shy from being completely on point. Not even 10 seconds. Not even 10 seconds after being like, oh, we respect you. Haha. Demon hunting? Oh, demon hunting. Oh, look at these lights. We're going demon hunting tonight, guys. I think I rest my case.
Service, so there will be 3 bridges.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. All of this, we're how deep into the video, and nothing that they have done to proclaim their ghost hunting. You see this right here, ghost hunting has happened. We are almost 20 minutes in, and all they use is other people's things. What is the point that they're trying to make with this? If this place is so terrifying, so unsafe, so scary, why are you going out there to make a mockery of it? If it holds so much tragedy, why are you going out there to make a mockery of it, not being actually educational? Because you can tell they use these clips, which is fine if you have the creator's permission. I really, really, really hope that he has the creator's permission, first of all, a lot of these people. So why is it going from those clips to you joking? Those clips to you making a bunch of... I don't even know what to call this type of vlogging anymore. It's just messy. I'm not even going to talk about the quality and the format of it. But you can tell how, like, it's ridiculous. All of this was just other people. Like, if you're just going to do this, you might as well put in full everything that they've done and not say that you're you are going ghost hunting, because you're fucking not. You're not. You're making these people out to be a bunch of hoo-ha by putting them in your video that's not taking anything serious. You're making a mockery out of them by not only returning from YouTube from all your allegations, but also doing a terrible job of what you're trying to do right now.
There are not many people out here. The area of Third Bridge, there's a house maybe every mile or 2 miles, very sparsely populated. So for this many people to die in one place, it is crazy.
Yeah, this is looking kind of spooky, honestly.
Oh, what was that editing? Did you see all that? Why do you need somebody else? Hold on. Why do you need somebody else from a different video, that I hope you asked for the permission to be in your video, to explain to you that it's a rural place with a lot of death? Why did you put that in there? And what was that editing? Let's just continue. That was just...
No one goes out here.
Really?
There's no reason to go this way.
Yeah, the hills are like very haunting.
Oh, we are not even like halfway there.
You know that I have to go to work tomorrow, right? I can't
I'm
die.
gonna turn on the bright since we're coming down.
Why'd they bring the mom?
A man was found strangled to death. They find his car parked up on the bridge. His door was open. His keys were in the car. They were actually never able to find out what happened. So this is still a cold case.
Here's another thing that I actually forgot about, because I saw that part on Napper's video. The fact that you're throwing even cold cases in the video. Where is there a link to help with this cold case? If I can find anything to help with cold cases in Colorado, I'll put the link in there too. It won't be shown, obviously. Sorry. It won't be shown like this, but I will try my best to find a link to help with cold cases in Colorado, because how are you going to fucking put any type of talking about a cold case and a terrible incident and not at least provide something for people to look on, educate about, and maybe help if they want to? People's passing is not your entertainment. It's not for jokes and giggles. It's not for shock value, as they use as an excuse all the time. These are people who have passed. I don't know how many times I have to say that. These are people who have passed with, like, terrible ways of passing. And he's just throwing in these clips just to be like, haha, yeah, so we're driving. So while we drive, learn about this, because, ooh, spooky. Like, that's literally what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing right there.
It's so dark that I only see directly.
I've also seen like a few.
That's why I can see the road.
Side of the road.
What is this?
Well, we're getting close. We're not far now. I think this is the first bridge of 3. We are definitely out here where the buses don't run. So, coming up on the first bridge.
Are we on a bridge?
I think so, but does this one count as the second bridge, or is this part of the first?
This is definitely the first.
So like both of them together is the first.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's first. So that means we're a third of the way there. Once we get there, though, it'll be like dirt road. You'll know when we're there. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god.
What?
Guys. Guys.
Nowhere.
Didn't Morgan just say it's gonna turn into a dirt road? Like,
It just turns into a dirt road, but then like
welcome to the country. I know you lived in the city, but like, welcome to the country. Dirt roads exist. I'm sorry they scare you.
this side's kind of paved. Like what?
We're going to the boonies.
This feels like a final destination. Like the one side is like.
Really tired of listening to y'all on the road.
No one will know.
What if they buried something there from further ago for something bad they did, and that's why they're doing it at night, so no one can see them?
Honestly, be it.
Are they speculating other people's reasonings to being out there?
Oh, somebody else is pulled over down here.
What? I don't know.
They could turn off their.
That was excessive.
Their friends are so bright. Are you?
What? You're a bunch of grown-ass adults going out to a bridge to just make, again, a mockery of a bunch of deaths of indigenous people and people who are victims on this bridge or near the bridges. So, why question why anybody else is out there?
I don't know if this is the second one or the third one.
Why is everything terrifying?
I've only seen
They're still on the road.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna die. Like this, I shouldn't say that.
The weeds are like unkept and scary.
Do I have to say why?
Weeds.
For a pretzel?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we have time for a pretzel when we're thinking we're gonna die.
It does seem like you're driving off into the middle of nowhere for quite a while, so you're going the right way if you feel like you're gonna get murdered.
We're not gonna die.
Alright. I don't know who that creator was, but also I'm going to talk about it from them too. You're not going to die. They're not. Like, consistently saying, oh my god, I feel like I'm going to die. Like, that is such an over-exaggeration. I just hate personally hearing. Like, that's just, there's no correction on that other than just me being annoyed by that. It's just a personal annoyance. Constantly saying, oh, I feel like I'm going to die. Like, personal annoyance. Just, that's it. Like, that's all I'm saying. Personal annoyance. Anyways.
We're coming here in respects of the Native Americans who lost their life for no reason.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you did, you would have done proper history checks, talked about the actual natives that passed away. Like, you would talk about how their lives were before the incident. And then you would discuss who exactly was at fault for that incident. And then you would put links under your videos discussing places where you can help natives today that still deal with racism and kidnapping and theft and, oh God, poverty and being, the list is so much. I'm malfunctioning right now. How can you... I'm sorry, but you're not going out of respect. When it comes to something like this, you're not going out of respect. You're going out of curiosity and hullabaloo because it's October. That's what you're doing. Shut up. I'm starting to get pissed.
I don't understand what the bridge is for.
It's a bridge! What do you mean you don't know what it's for? I need to calm down, sorry. What do you mean?
Like, aren't we on flat land?
Did he really just say that? I live in the state of Florida, sir. And guess what we have? Bridges. Guess what's under those bridges? Water. Swampland. Did he really just question the function of bridges? Did he really just do that? Okay. Okay. All right. Do you just calm down? Breathe. 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 My ancestors are rolling. My ancestors are rolling. My grandfather is rolling in his urn right now. Like, that's how I feel. Ugh.
I don't know. Right? Am I stupid?
Yes.
What?
No, it's true. That's a very good point.
What?
Is this it or no?
I think this might be it.
This is looking familiar.
This is definitely...
A bridge.
Yeah. This is the third bridge.
Wait, my stomach just got really, like, sick.
And it needs to draw energy from the environment in order to communicate or be seen as an apparition.
Or if you could touch it just a little more.
All right, more clips.
And my camera just died. The camera has the worst battery life.
I had a fresh battery in the camera when we left. I'd used maybe 10 minutes of footage on it, and it's already almost dead.
They were complaining about their batteries dying, and they even asked me to use my cell phone because their cell phone had died.
Because ghosts don't have their own energy source, they're quite literally draining yours.
Yeah, my GPS said it's
Which is true. That's all very true, but how you know, talk about it is not okay. That I mainly wanted to talk about this. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, but obviously with how awful. Oh yeah, it's right in this area. So I'm not gonna watch through it. But there's a part where they take pictures of a Polaroid with Polaroid cameras, and there's quote unquote orbs in them. That's not how Polaroid cameras work. I feel like they're really uneducated on a lot of things. It was literally developing when they were looking at them. That's why there were spots. Like, you're taking a picture in complete darkness with a Polaroid. I can literally pull up my box of Polaroids and show you guys how, or even take one in the dark and show you guys how it will show spots sometimes. Whether that be reflective things in the background or whatever, it's just a Polaroid. That's how it works. So we're not even going to go through that. We're going to skip until what's his face is at? I don't know this other creator, but like, goddamn. It's in this area. So we're going to go right about here. This confusing up chop of them being back at the house as like a flash forward to their experience now. It's a lot of confusing flashbacks, flash forwards. It's really ridiculous and not put together quite right. So we're going to go here. Oh, an ad, of course. All right, we're back at the house for a flash forward, I believe.
I feel like if you believe, you may let them come to you. So I
See, okay, we're gonna talk about her point in this, because this is another thing that's a misconception. The way that she was saying was, I don't believe, so therefore they're not gonna bother me, therefore they're not gonna follow me. Completely false. I'm sorry, but from my personal perspective as an investigator and as somebody who has witnessed skeptics be followed before, no, that's not how this works. If you're weaponizing your religion to keep yourself safe, or you're just using your religion and your religious practice to keep yourself safe, there's two different variations of that. There's weaponizing, and then there's using and cultivating and whatever you want to call that. There's two different versions. So I'm talking about both. If you use your religion regardless to keep yourself safe, that's fine. But that's still putting you at a angle of still believing some form of anything existing. If you are using your religious beliefs to keep yourself protective, you obviously still believe. You still know that's a thing there. And she just kept saying, well, if I don't believe in it, it doesn't exist. Just like you can't say, I'm a spiritualist and I'm a religious person. We both see this apparition, and I say, oh yeah, you know, that was something else from quote from my book, or quote from my paragraph, or quote from my scroll, you know, but I'm over here like, no, it's this, you know, it's a spirit, it's an apparition, it's a demon, it's a whatever you want to call it. You're both seeing something that's a spectacle. You're both agreeing that you saw something, but you're taking different paths. And that's basically what she was doing with her explanation. She was like, yeah, you know, if I see it, I'm just going to say I don't believe it, and it's just going to vanish and no longer exist in my life. So you're manifesting something to disappear. Got it. Just say you want to feel protected. Just say, hey, I want to feel protected during this trip. So I'm going to say, give me my space. Like, that's all you could say. You could say, I'm a skeptical. You could say, I'm a curious person. Because obviously you went on the trip with them. And move on. Just move on with your life. Don't be like, I can literally make ghosts disappear with the wave of my wrist. Because that's not how it happens. You will be followed. You will have issues. You will have symptoms. You will have something follow you back home if you are not careful, which clearly they weren't. But also, they did terrible, poor communication skills anyways with them, so I doubt anything actually followed them. Which is another point to this video later on I will make.
I don't believe. Because then you're inviting them into your space. I don't invite them into my space because I don't believe. Does that make sense?
No, like I said, you still have a belief system of spirits if you're telling people that you don't believe, yet you say, oh, I don't want you in my space. You still believe in an aspect that there's something there. Just say, yeah, I believe that there's maybe something there from whatever perspective you would like to talk about, but I don't want to invite them to my space. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. Not being like, oh, I don't believe. They're not really real, but I'm going as a joke. Oh my God.
And how these things get so powerful is through fear. Fear is literally what feeds into these spirits.
Yeah, because if you believe, they come to you, and so I don't know. They came to you anyway. That's weird, huh?
We're gonna skip this part. But yeah, the law of attraction when it comes to spirits, it doesn't matter whether you believe or not. If you go anywhere with the intention of communicating or being a complete asshat, there might be a potential scenario where you will be followed for a period of time, whether that is just a quick scapegoat of them out of the property that they're stuck in, and or they really just don't like you or they do like you and they follow you back home.
Your car really does smell like a fart.
I know. I don't know who farted, but somebody's guilty.
I don't think it's a fart, because it's every time you turn the car off, it smells like a fart.
Another sign is smells. It starts to smell like rotten eggs, also known as sulfur. That could be a sign that you have a really bad spirit.
No, it's just probably the exhaust part then.
I do think it was weird that it...
Alright, we're gonna pause right there. Don't know anything about that creator that popped up. Not even gonna say anything about it. I don't know the perspective. So here it is. You ready? Are you ready for the main thing that ticked me off with this entire thing? How are you going out of respect to a place where a bunch of tragedy happened? Yet, you're demonizing these people who died there. How are you going to go out of respect to the natives and any victims that died on property, on the bridge, wherever the hell y'all keep talking about? They keep talking about the place as a whole, the state as a whole, and then they go back to it being about the bridge. How are you claiming you are going out of any bit of respect if you are sitting there in your car while filming, clearly lying and whatever the hell you want to call it about a smell, and then editing a clip in there talking about demons, the symptoms of demons, the symptoms of negative malicious spirits? I usually call them malicious. How are you going to sit there and tell me you came out of respect when you, in the middle of your video, are claiming that potential malicious spirits are sitting in your car smelling like a bunch of rotten eggs? And also, another point to make, they were bummed out that there were teenagers there. They were bummed out that they had to sit there and wait. People who explore or urban explore for a reason, they're very communicative, which means if they see another person exploring, they will let them know, hey, for a safety precaution, I'm here as well. And also, you seem to be here for the same reason. Would you like to do something together? Would you like to do any type of, like, communicating with the spirits together? Or are you just exploring for the purposes of learning about the structure or seeing the structure? A person who cares about commutative stuff like that, they won't complain and be bummed out that there's other people there. So, there's another point to make that he should just stay in his goddamn lane.
They were sprinting to the car, though.
So they did get scared.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, they probably heard the scream too. Because they were playing with a Ouija board. They were on some wild business.
Holy shit, guys.
Guys, you want to play with us? I was like, no. I'm good.
They stopped to smoke a little weed too on that.
We're just gonna bypass that commentary. They had like a whole 2-minute discussion about what they did after that. Another point to make, just in general, yeah, bringing Ouija boards to any location at all is vastly disrespectful and not something you should practice. I've been working with Ouija boards for many, many years, but in the sense of not actually using them most of the time. I've had a couple of cases when I was younger, I was forced to use one, that it can be a totally later conversation to have about my past and extreme experiences with paranormal. But in any case, don't bring Ouija boards anywhere. Just don't do that to spirits, because those things are probably the most, how do I put this, connecting to you. There's dowsing rods, divine rods, all that. They are still similar paths, but they're more of a yes or no basis, so they're not as connected to you. And then there's actual, like, you know, there's phones, there's spirit boxes, there's EMFs, there's RAM pods, there's a lot of things you can use if you can afford them. So just don't resort to a $20 board that can literally ruin your life for quite a time. It's not worth it, trust me. So there's another point.
What do you mean? I don't know. Like, what is that? As long as there's no murderer down there. Oh, sorry.
It looks like a big. Oh, you're good. Are you sure?
Then I have to get back up. I'm not good.
Well, wait, I'm scared. I don't want you to be here.
Looks like a clip.
Oh my god. Wait, oh, this is a bad idea. What do you see?
What?
What is it?
Maybe just film it with your phone and then we don't have to go.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you sure?
I mean, as long as this isn't an electric fence.
Oh my god, wait, I'm so scared.
Be careful, Chris, because it's a little bit of barbed wire.
What?
You can kind of climb.
Wonder why there's a fence there.
Wait, look back up at me.
I could also.
What?
Oh.
What do you see?
It's just very spooky.
Wait, there's a car coming.
Oh, it's spooky. I mean,
Mom, come over there.
Oh yeah, make your mother climb. That's great.
I've never.
Ooh, camera stopped recording because his storage was full. Oh my god, that is not paranormal. So the basis of this video that I'm getting into, the more and more that we watch it, I'm going to try to get more towards the end because I didn't get to see much of that, but I got to see a lot of the middle of it. It's a lot of climbing over the fence. It's a lot of walking and complaining. Rylan got a tiny scratch. They demonized the fact that he got a scratch. They made it out to be like a spirit did it. They put Omar's video clip in there too of him getting cut in the past, and he didn't even make it out. Like, Omar himself did not make it out that a spirit did it, from my recollection. I'll even like rewatch the video to hopefully fact check myself later in editing, but like, he never once said the spirit cut him. But that's what, once again, Shane's taken all these creators' clips are alluding to, that these spirits are causing them bodily harm for them climbing over a wired fence that is there for a fucking reason, to keep people like you out of there for multiples of reasons. And I wonder if there's any signs. I don't know if it's trespassing, but it seems to be trespassing, to be honest. We'll keep watching. I'll skip it a little bit though.
Breathing. I'm like not kidding.
The inability to breathe, feeling like a real heaviness on my chest.
Like you feel like a heaviness, right? That's not one of your angels. That's going to be a negative spirit.
oh,
Again, not even going to comment about these creators that they're putting in here because I don't know their basis of content, but the fact that Shane is taking their clips of talking about malicious spirits while they're climbing over a fence and using a lot of physical force to get to these places in the location is pretty ridiculous. You're tired, your chest hurts because you're climbing over metal fences in the middle of the fucking night. This is not a paranormal experience. This is not you being an investigator. This is not you doing anything like remotely beneficial to your channel, to this stupid fucking documentary. I just, how are you going to sit there and tell me that? How? You're climbing. You're climbing. You're climbing. You're tired because you're climbing.
For a second, we're gonna go over there.
I'm gonna see if this.
You're gonna leave me and Chris down here?
Okay, you go with my
You're
mom.
gonna let us all die.
Well, I have to help. I have to help.
Why don't you come? Why don't you come down and I'll help my mom?
Again with oh my god, I'm gonna die if you walk away.
Scream.
Yeah.
Why bother indigenous spirits if you don't want to deal with the consequences?
Is it not spooky over here?
Oh, it's definitely so scary.
When I got closer to the middle of the bridge, my heart did start pounding, and I had a hard time breathing.
We're talking about darker entities and energies.
It's anxiety. There's a huge difference.
Wait, what was that? Wait, what is that?
Whoa, I forgot about the pictures.
Wait, where?
Like, see how this one has 2 dots? The one behind you has 2 dots, and they're all kind of
Behind me?
green.
That's weird.
I'm gonna put it on now.
Wait, what is that? Where is? Oh,
Behind you.
here?
There's 2 dots.
Really, guys? Really? Do you not know how light refraction works? Do you not know how that works? You realize there was lights shining everywhere, reflecting off of so many different lenses? You really don't understand that? Is this how this whole thing's going to end? Is that you just are too stupid to understand that? Okay. Alright.
Wait, what was that?
It's the same ones that are behind her.
Oh, that is weird. What is that?
So the 2 girls that died supposedly haunt the bridge now.
Why is it only in our pictures?
And there's nothing behind me, which is really weird.
Maybe your demon.
Cause Shane's the only one without a fucking lens or he's the only one without a lens or a light to reflect anything. Do you guys... His head was down. I can't believe they're really trying to pull something out of their photos, because this entire video was just the basis of them walking around like a bunch of idiots in the dark. Oh, there's a part where they heard a noise, and in the past, there was a huge nest of, I think, birds or bats, some type of animal that would make a nest under bridges. And that was in, again, Omar's video that they used, hopefully didn't steal. And they were trying to base it off as a demon making noise, when it's just wildlife. It's just wildlife, guys. That's all it is. It's literally wildlife. Alright, let's see if there's anything here.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I hate this.
Wait for me.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I feel like there's been more people have gotten pregnant here and created life than lost life.
What the fuck did you... What did she just say? What did she... Let's repeat that.
There's been more people have gotten pregnant here and created life than lost life. I feel like this is seriously where people come in pregnant themselves.
What was that earlier clip that she said? She's going there for what? Out of what? She's going to go there to respect them? And she's making jokes about people going there to have intercourse and get impregnated. There's more of that than people who have been murdered and lost their lives there. Okay, that sounds like it's respectful. What happened to respecting the people you're going to go talk to in this supposed investigation? What happened with that? Like, honestly, where's that at? Where's the evidence of you being respectful right now? Where's the backing to it? Because that right there is pure ignorance.
Like, this is creepy.
Maybe we should be really quiet and see.
Yeah, please shut up for once.
Oh, hell to the no.
I'm down.
That's what investigators do.
Okay, yeah, I guess we should. And we're supposed to hear what, drums?
Yeah, we're quiet.
Oh my god.
My stomach. All my water I drank.
Okay, hold on.
And I laughed at this.
I hear the.
Yeah.
What, is that just a car?
If anyone's here, make your presence known.
Again, Morgan.
In here.
Preaching respectability, but
But should we though? Like, do we ask? I haven't done this in so long. Are we supposed to ask?
Well, we come in peace of the tribes.
no, you fucking don't, bitch. I'm sorry. Listen, I used to respect Morgan. I used to like Morgan. I used to watch Morgan's videos, but this right here is telling how much of a bad influence it's been. I know it is very difficult to leave a family that you once publicly talked about not respecting you enough, because she did make a video about that. She did make a video about Ryland and how they use very bad humor to essentially wound Morgan all the time, and she took offense of it, respectfully so. Point being is, maybe I looked over it in the past, because maybe there's other things she said in the past, but like the fact that she keeps saying, we're here for respect, we're here out of respect to the dead people, the massacre, we're here out of respect, and we're gonna talk to you guys, but you can't even stay quiet for 10 seconds to see if you get an EVP, because that's what they're called. They're called EVPs, which none of them use the dialect of what investigations are, the dialect of investigations. I'm not even good at talking, but I at least know some of it, you know what I mean? But she also just made a joke, not even a few minutes ago, saying that more people have, quote-unquote, gave birth there that have died there, making complete mockery of the people who have died there. You could have just kept that joke in your fucking skull, where your little brain's at, and shut the fuck up. Or at least got somebody to edit it out, because that is just like, you keep reminding everybody, the only person in this video, that yeah, we're here out of respect, but you're the one talking the most disrespectfully about the location. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad.
And if you want to give us a sign, give us a sign.
Give us a sign. Give us a sign when you're playing background music that is like from the Predator movies. Like, give us a sign after we were joking around on and off camera about how like people screw around there and how like nothing's happening yet and all this other crap. They can hear you. There's been many years of educational platforms that can teach you that most likely spirits can hear you. And if you have a divine connection with them, they can also hear your thought processes and obviously read your vibe you give off. So you're asking for a sign, and then for your viewers, you're playing over all this crap music.
I feel like, maybe this is just me being superstitious, but I feel like me falling and hurting myself, you cutting your finger, I just feel like maybe these are all signs that this is a bad idea. Or maybe we're just really clumsy. I don't know.
You're clumsy.
When Chris and I first walked over there by the recliner, I swear to God, my heart was like,
yeah,
maybe there's too many of us. Maybe like spirits are intimidated by.
Or maybe you're all a bunch of crocs out there being absolutely ridiculous and probably more childish and uncoordinated than teenagers that go there to quote-unquote boink, as Morgan says, and also use Ouija boards, which is also a form of disrespect, but you know what, but at least they're fucking trying. Maybe, just maybe, all of your joking around, klutziness, trespassing because there's not a fence for no reason, and being disrespectful in general, not even giving a single few minutes of silence to hear anything, maybe, just maybe, that's why nothing's happening. Maybe you're not getting a single goddamn thing of evidence or proof of a reason for this goddamn video or series to exist is because you are doing nothing but disrespecting minorities. That's all you're doing. You're disrespecting victims of murder. You're disrespecting victims of tragedies. You are disrespecting minorities as a whole and just anybody who has been victimized by any type of violence. They are not intimidated by you. They do not fear you. You are just disrespectful. You are just a whole mass of energy they don't want to fuck with. They don't care for. They see your resentment. They see the friction you're causing. If anything, they're all the way out and wherever they're chilling, making a mockery out of you guys, laughing at you guys, telling you guys to go away. But you're so dense, you're so close-minded, you're so off of the goddamn spectrum of actual investigation and spirituality that you're not getting any of these signs. And who knows, maybe those signs of you guys being complete klutz and just off your game is a sign of you just should stay in your damn lane and go back to your makeup palettes. I'm sorry, but just... No, I'm not sorry. You know what? No, I've lost complete respect years ago. I don't apologize for anything cruel I may say that is factual. I just... My blood is boiling right now, if you can't tell. You can't sit here and make all these damn jokes and have all these people who are viewing your content and think to yourselves after this video, especially this video, because this is just the ending and the forethought of everything that you collided together in a terrible, messy format. You can sleep at night and think, yeah, these people are not going to go and disrespect this area. They're going to respect this area. It's not going to get trashed and cause issues. What are you doing? What are you doing? The camera didn't pick up the audio, but I heard the sounds of an old man crying and a horse running. I wonder why, if he truly did experience that, which I'm not gonna jip him of that, because you can experience something and your technology is not gonna pick it up. I can totally not jit that, but the fact that you're hearing or experiencing something like that, it's just telling that it's probably residual haunting. Residual is just basically repetitive and non-intellectual in this era of time haunting that just kind of repeats itself. It repeats its tragedy. It repeats whatever it is stuck on loop on. That's usually what residual haunting is. Sometimes there's residual haunting that'll leak into an intellectual haunting and you can actually communicate. But if you truly experience that, an old man crying and a horse running, that's probably just, one of the tragedies that happened there, and that's just a repetitive energy pocket, essentially. Like, good on you, but it just proves that you shouldn't be fucking around places that you're being truthfully just inhumane. Just gross.
Yeah, before that there is like a crying sound with like, it sounds like horse.
You heard that, right? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That scared me so much.
What was that?
Oh.
We gotta go now.
God. Oh.
I don't know what that was. That could have been totally planned. I mean, the freak out doesn't seem very planned. But it also very much could be wildlife because, once again, they were a type of animals that would nest under the bridge. But whatever that was, it's either someone getting messing with them or whatever. So, that was pretty funny. That's probably the scariest, funniest part of it all. So, let's skip a little bit because I'm kind of tired of this.
Screaming, but there's no car.
No.
At all.
And I'm already thinking of people being like, oh, maybe there was someone nearby, or like there were no cars. We were in the middle of nowhere. There was no house anywhere nearby. Like there was nothing there. There was no one there. Truly.
What's nuts is like, even up until we rewatched it, I was thinking, oh, it wasn't bad. And then you watch it and it's bad.
Yeah, before that there is like a crying sound with like, it sounds like a horse. You heard that, right? Oh my god.
Now, I will say this. If that is a true and honest spiritual, I guess I could call it experience that they caught on camera, good for them. But that is literally the only thing they caught on camera, ever. But most likely that is wildlife, because it does sound like a type of animal that lives out there. Again, bats. Apparently there's a bat species out there that nest and or big birds. So fact check me on that. Anybody who lives in that state, please, because I did not look into that after recording this video. So there are animals out there consistently that like scream. So if there was no cars and they were being honest about nobody else being out there, it's most likely wildlife, because that type of scream did not really sound paranormal to me at all. I don't think so, in my personal belief. But I mean, hey, they experienced something out there, right?
Like what?
It's so scary.
No, that's like, because there isn't a car that's driving by, and we waited for everyone to leave because we were filming, obviously, so we didn't want any energy around us other than, like, you know, the energies. So that's fucking nuts.
I know you guys have done this a lot, so this isn't like that crazy to go. I'm like crying and shaking.
They haven't done it a lot.
I wasn't as freaked out until right now. Like watching it again and really like not hearing a car and just hearing the scream is really scary. And now knowing that like a young girl unfortunately died there in 97, like this is like... Did you, and maybe you did and I just forgot, but did you tell us about the 1997 one?
No.
In 1997 there was a car crash, and
apparently there was a bad car accident out there. A girl died in a car accident, and
14-year-old girl died, and it says that people that go to the bridge have seen the ghost of a girl standing in the middle of the bridge, and she died right underneath it when the car went over.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, it might have just been a hoax or somebody driving by, although I can hear a car, but...
It was like in the field, like a 12-year-old.
It definitely sounded like a girl. It wasn't a boy.
She was definitely a girl, and there was no car around. There was no one there. You heard that, right? Oh my.
Again, they might have actually caught something there, but this entire video is just nothing but all due disrespect on land that had more than one death. More than one tragic death. And they're monetizing on it, not providing any links to help with maybe if you want to be someone to help or educate yourself about the area. They didn't even bother doing that, and they live there. They spent, what, I think it was $2 million I read on that house that they live at. Like, okay, you heard a scream. It does sound pretty intense. That would have made me crap myself, but I wonder if it is a spirit that did that. I wonder what provoked it enough to do that. What did we just sit through in this video for a potential spirit to go to the means of either screaming to scare them off or screaming because potential residual haunting again, once again on that. So.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm still scared from that. Whew.
Hey, There's no one up here. That's a good sign.
Yeah, there's no one up here. There's not a car. There's not.
Well, then who screamed? That's not.
I'm just breathing.
So they proved there's no one there,
Really scared me.
and they left after that experience.
I don't like that at all.
Maybe we shouldn't do these.
Yeah, please don't. Stay out of the
We asked for a sign.
Just stay out of the zone. Just stay out of this auto zone, please. Just get out of here. Just never again try to do this. Like, not only is it never a safe field to play around in, especially if you had zero spiritual build up to it, but also like everything that was said and I have discussed about previous in this video has been nothing but a mockery to these spirits if they had been listening to you. So if that had been an experience and something that was assigned to you, what do you think they feel like for the things that Morgan said, for the things you said prior? Like, your whole intent was not to go there and actually talk to them. There was no questions. There was no attempt to ask any questions. You barely even stayed quiet for a minute to hear anything. This is not hunting. This is not investigating. This is nothing. This is crap. This is a joke. This is putting more stigma on the community that works hard to destigmatize this and have this as an open discussion with their own communities and social media. Stay in your lane, Shane Dawson. You have just disrespected minorities once again. You have disrespected victims. Stay in your fucking lane. You don't know how to handle this. You shouldn't have gone into this blind, which you did. Morgan had to do all the explaining, and I'm surprised that that much effort was even being made. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. I don't even know if the rest of this is even worth watching anymore. Yeah, there's like a clown painting. They joke about the clown painting being demonic. They didn't bring it home. They chit-chatted about the crap. They basically repeated what they said in their flash forward somewhere over here. Just more crap. And then near the end, we can work to get to that.
There's an entity, and I know what you're thinking. Shane, you're making all this up. No, they follow me. And I've had psychics tell me that. And
Shane, you are haunted.
people in my life who never believed in anything, they were around me for like a day. You know, like, what did I tell you?
Shane, what's wrong with you?
So that's fucking nuts.
Now how are we gonna get that sound of that screaming out of our heads?
It's like a weird thing. I don't get it. But there are things that seem to kind of follow me around.
And it's going to get worse.
When I moved into this house, I felt the presence already here.
I think they're good ghosts. We have angels looking over us here.
This is
So you bought a $2 million house because there's a ghost there. You know, there are houses that are haunted in my state that cost not even a quarter amount of that you could buy that are haunted. And also not that bad in, like, looks. So, what's your point about this fucking house, once again, that you're glorifying? So, I didn't even know about this part. They premeditated talking about this old man on a horse. And his statement about things following him, yes, that happens. That happens to everybody. Literally everyone has at least one attachment in their lifetime. Like, it's very common to have any type of relation to a spirit without even knowing half the time. It's just energy. It's how energy clings to energy. That's just how it is. That's just a belief system I follow. It is not factual, of course, because, again, spiritual around the paranormal. It's not all full factual. But things that you can learn from asking spirits the correct questions and being respectful about your approach, they'll tell you. They'll tell you a little bit, you know, a thing or two, and they'll show you, like, actually show you. So once again, premeditated crap.
from the countryside.
We're going to the boonies.
Western, but he's nasty.
Me falling and hurting myself. Oh God! Ow! Ow!
Can we talk about how staged that looked? Hold up. I'm not saying it's staged, but that was pretty rough. Let's see if we can go back on that. Oh God, they put Omar in there again. Jesus Christ. It's too much of a pain to go back. I'm not even. That just looked crap.
Oh, Sorry if you see some butt crack back there.
You cutting your finger.
What was the point of putting that clip in there? What was the point of that clip in particular? What was that? It just didn't make any sense in general. Oh my god. I feel like I kept whiting out, like, the darker it got.
Rylan, what did you do? I just cut myself. Dang, cut me up good.
He's very territorial.
There was a demon that took over my body.
What the fuck did Rylan just say? And in what context does that even matter? Wasn't that from a vlog of just joking around?
Oh my god. What? He jumped up out of bed. Watch out for the balloons, you're gonna die. Don't fall off the bed, you're gonna die.
I just feel like a negative demon is attached to that.
Because it's a clown painting? Listen, I spent many years scared of clowns, but like, it's a clown painting. Get over it. Someone put that there as a joke.
And then the clown picture, I think that was not there when we got there.
And then I said, what? And then he goes, ha 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 ha, you're gonna die.
But he's become very territorial over you.
It's fine for everybody else, and then for me, it's like it won't focus.
Really only when it's on you.
I believe that everything happens for a reason.
The reason I moved to Colorado. So I moved here for a lot of reasons.
And he's also attaching himself to you.
I don't know, like, it really does inspire me.
This is very, very serious.
The energy here is just different.
I love how, like, he's trying to make light of it, but apparently this psychic, whoever the hell gave him a reading, it just seems like this is a reading that he had, you know, bought a session from somebody. And, like, he's just basing his entire personality and, like, explaining how he moved just because of this one spirit. This one spirit apparently belongs to this whole state of Colorado where this massacre came from, and the whole reason why he moved was because of it. And why he's doing investigating. Like, he's free to have his own spirituality, but, like, to try to monetize in a sense of, I don't even know, like, trying to connect it to this place where he's living at now. It's just absolutely stupid. It's stupid. I don't know his whole entire point. Like, there is no point being directed, but that's what I'm getting from right now. Like, he has these experiences, apparently. People who are around him have these experiences. That's fine. That's fine to have experiences. But it's not uncommon that you get followed by spirits. It's not uncommon for anybody. Anybody could be followed by spirits. And he's trying to make it out like he's like the top YouTuber in the world to ever be followed by spirits when it's not that. And then he doesn't even take an educational approach to talk about it. He's just making this crap.
I'm like a little worried because it's not like we're like terribly far.
Because what it will do is actually make you sick.
Sick. Yeah, I feel really weird.
You do need to make it known to this spirit that you want him out of your home.
And then I'm ready. Bring it on. Like, come live in my basement.
If you don't...
Apparently a reading, apparently a psychic, I'm pretty sure this is a purchase thing that he did personally, is telling him you need to make your own grounds before you get any more sick because it's a malicious attachment. Which, I mean, if you're a malicious person, you're going to get attachments that are not okay sometimes, and sometimes they're very apparent. I can't believe he's taking someone's warning and their belief on, like, you needing to put boundaries, and he's just making a mockery of it. Yeah, live with me in my basement. I don't care. I don't care. What?
do that, and you don't specifically say that.
What if it's like inviting something into our house? And all the entities, all the good ones, like, come on.
He has the permission by the law of invitation to stay in your home and hunt.
So we're going there tonight. Hopefully I just feel something.
But do you have to worry about him bringing in other spirits into your home? Yeah.
If that's what I wanted, I asked for something to follow me back, and I guess I got
we
it.
don't want it with us.
Then why didn't you tell your partner not to say that on camera and keep it in a vlog multiple times? Like, this is the third video, I believe, and the third time he's said it multiple times within this series that's exactly his goal. Which, by all means, whenever I have my own home, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll have a lot of haunted items, so I'm not dissing him on that, because I am full guilty of wanting spirits around me all the time, because that is just how I feel more most comfortable in my life is spirits. I don't feel comfortable when it's quiet. I like the bump of the nights, but I do, as a practicer of religion of sorts, I know my ways and my education to keep me safe, unlike some people who choose to do this for fun and trending something and trying new things and basically alluding to their entire million platform, YouTube channel, that it's okay for everybody else to recklessly try this type of thing. So yeah, that's great. It's great, dude. You're doing wonders. You're changing the world.
Where do you think it is, Shane?
With me.
No, I left the clown picture there. It's not. No.
If you're saying the painting is haunted, that's a vessel. Spirits don't detach from their vessels that far. From at least experimental and investigations that have happened. There's been a record that they don't leave their vessel. They're always by their vessel. Like, they'll wander your home and inhabit your home, but they'll always be at their vessel at a certain time or a certain routine that they themselves enjoy. So no, Shane, no. No spirit that was quote-unquote attached to that stupid fucking painting followed you home. I am looking you in your eyes right now, and I will do it to your face in person and tell you all of these things. It's not gonna happen.
Night.
Well, hopefully all of us can sleep tonight.
Nope.
I can't believe you're not running to bed, Mom.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna sleep.
I don't get this camera zoom, by the way. I did see this in a Never's video, this weird camera zoom. Isn't that invasive? You're zooming in their phones, bro. Stop fucking doing that, weirdo.
You're inviting them into your space. I don't invite them into my space because I don't believe. Does that make sense?
To make the statement, I don't believe, and I don't. You can't make those. You can't make those two different statements. I'm not going through this again. You just can't make those two different statements and tell me you don't believe in some aspect or there's something there that you just can't. You can't give recognition to something and then be like, but I don't believe. It doesn't exist. It's written there, but I don't see it. Like, something like that. I'm terrible at examples, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do the opposite.
You do? You believe, so they'll come to you?
They just come to me.
They do it regardless to everyone. Hate to break it to you.
So I'm just gonna leave you with this. So if you guys clicked on this video, there is a
Oh, there you go! 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 Here it is. That night, I randomly found these videos from these two creators. So, saying that, I can only believe that you randomly found all of these videos and you used them. Yes, you sourced them. Yes, you listed them, whatever. But did you ask? Did you ask to take from their channel? This is not like taking different guru tactics on how to tackle your makeup, your daily makeup, and your daily source of putting on your face. This is people who have belief systems. Did you ask? Did you ask about their belief system? Did you email them? Did you talk to them? Did you DM them? Did you get in contact with any of these people before putting them in your video? Because if you're admitting that you randomly found these videos and you put them in there, just threw them in there with no resources, which to one of them doesn't even have a big platform. So it's truly random that they found them and then they randomly threw them all in there. How much of your credentials are there for the rest of them? Did you ask? Because personally, I would not want anybody to take anything of mine in an investigative format and throw it into their video without asking me, because I want to know what their belief systems and make sure it matches up to my values and my morals as a person that goes and does this type of thing. I wouldn't want somebody just throwing my crap in their video. I would very much have a conversation with them and ask them to actually remove me from the video or completely remove the video as a whole, because if we don't match up on moral values, we don't match up on pinpoints and beliefs on something that can't be discussed about properly or maybe met in the middle and discussed in the video why it's met in the middle, I don't want them talking. I don't want them using my stuff. I will come after them. So if you randomly found these videos and these creators, did you ask? Did you ask any of these creators? for permission? Did you? Where is your sources? I would like your sources, please. And to half-ass thank them. Not even, I don't even think he thanked them. Did he thank them? Because this is not a thank you. Let's see if he thanks them.
Divine reason for this.
Do I think he'll probably even watch this? Probably not.
You did not take their advice because, okay, so this is not a personal reading. She just said if he reads it, or if he watches it, then he watches it, and if he doesn't, probably not. She didn't think he was going to see it. So the fact that that's not even something that was personally purchased for him to have a reading from somebody is another sketchy thing. I'm not going to say anything against her. I'm just saying it's a little sus for both ends on that format. And if she truly gave a reading for his well-being because she worries about him, why the fuck is he not taking her advice? If he's all-knowing and all-respecting of this entire situation and this entire thing alone, why is he not taking actual advice? Like, actual advice. Because watch what happens after this.
You do need to make it known to this spirit that you want him out of your home.
You do have the power to get rid of it.
You can call angels, they do exist, and they will help you to kick this entity out.
Leaving all my worries, I prepare for something new. Whatever it was.
Oh my god. Literally Chris's Uber.
How does this start? How does this entire series start with talking heavy on other victims, other massacres, other just genocide and terrible things that happened to bodies that weren't properly placed in new graves in this area? How was any of this having to do with your home? How did it went from, oh, this is the entire meaning, this is the entire view, this is the entire pinpoint of my video, and then you go into being like, and there was a ghosty goo in my house and I was scared of it, so like I had to ask it to leave. Like, that's fine. If you truly believe that your house was haunted or you were followed, fine. Because I do remember in the past when I was a fan of his, he did mention there was a room in his house that was spooky and caused a lot of issues and was just really weird. So maybe she saw something that others didn't. Maybe she, did her own reading and put it out on the internet for hopefully him to see it, about a spirit that might be from his past or one that he picked up when he first moved in or something like that. There's got to be a timeline somewhere about this. Maybe. But if you wanted it to be about that, focus on that. Why did you have to bring indigenous people into this? Why did you have to bring in other victims of murder? Why did you have to make a mockery of it? Why did you have to make all these jokes? Why did you have to talk so lightly about it? Why did you have to steal from other people's videos, and why'd you have to take from news channels to talk about this and throw in other people's discussions to make your point? That wasn't even a directional point. There was no directional point to any of this. It was trash. It was absolute garbage, and it was offensive to many people. And yes, I was deep diving in comments to discuss this as well, and I left myself a paragraph under this video as well.
Is here. And then Ryland's like, we should look at the pictures full. I know I'm gonna get made fun of.
Oh, and here's this cow part.
Oh my god, are those cows?
Yeah.
Welcome,
What?
Bennett.
Should we go cow tip? I don't know what that even means.
No, we should not go cow tipping.
How do you not know what cow tipping is?
I can't see, it's so dark. Oh,
It's literally animal abuse.
Hi, King.
He looks like a hippo.
Wow, that's
A
rude.
little higher. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hi, Cal. Hi. Oh.
Alright, we're gonna end this on harassing a cow, because that's just enough. I've had enough. Oh my god, you guys. I cannot believe what I had to bear witness to. I can't tell if I'm whiting out on the screen or I'm not lit enough. What is happening here? There you go. Yeah, I'm having issues with my lighting. There you go, guys. There you have it. I sat through almost the entire thing. I've said my piece. I really felt the urgency to talk about this and discuss this, about how you should be more careful and more safe for not only yourself, but the people you bring with you, your well-being, and your family. If you're just going to go around messing with spirits in the other side, like, there is no excuse to what he did. There's just no excuse. I'm quite, oh my god, my eyes hurt. I'm quite exhausted of continuously like making my point here. They went out there with no regard or respect. They did their thing. They ran off, not even like a full half hour out there. I bet you they didn't even spend a full hour out there officially because of all the clips they threw in via counting all the minutes that comes with it. They really didn't actually spend any time actually communicating and doing something. So it's just a disappointment, and I don't even feel bad for the people who actually sat through this, liked it, and enjoyed any bit of it, because I just don't understand it. I really don't. How can you truly call yourself a ghost hunter per se, which I also hate the cognitive version of calling it ghost hunting, when you didn't even actually do anything? You don't need equipment, but you at least could try. You could at least make an effort to talk to them and not just ask for a sign and take random screeching for a sign. So once again, I want you guys to check out the site. I will be donating probably tomorrow morning to this place, and here's more information. Once again, I've talked about this in the beginning of my video. Please go and donate. I will add the other link if I can find a link there later after I finish this and we're editing. I hope you guys enjoy this video and you took to heart a little bit on the educational purposes of it and just discussing it. I could go more into depth alone about it, but this is more just a reaction portion of this and how you should just be more respectful of, who could guess, people that have died of genocide and a lot of terrible issues. You shouldn't just go in there joking around for funsies and demonize the situation, because by you demonizing the situation, you're also stigmatizing and demonizing the people who have died there. You saying, oh, we're going demon hunting, or oh, people go there to breed, or oh, people, do all these cult things, which is also another stigma I hate about people who practice. You're just making it out to be that these people are bad spirits. These people lost their lives. They didn't get to finish their life. They lost their lives. Their chance at living and prospering was stripped of them. Their entire life was taken away from them. Their families were taken away from them. They were taken away from their families to whoever survived or wasn't even involved in the tragedy and happened to, just lose a family member. You going there being like, oh my god, demons, is literally demonizing these people. And that's not fair to them. And of course they can't really speak up for themselves that much because they're dead. So who else is going to do that? Who else is actually going to say something and correct these people who do this? Not just Shane, other people. The people before them, as teenagers, they were making the mistake of using an Ouija board there. That's not okay either. So I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys somewhat understood the point I was trying to make, and I hope you do better. I hope anybody tries to do better and make light of the situation and also speak about this and hopefully leave some links to help the state and help any stigma that was going to grow from this and grow from the community. I wish you all well, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, day, or night.